Ciao everyone, welcome back to the Juve Cornercast. In this video, I will be predicting Champions League quarterfinal first legs. And the first matchup is Barca versus Dortmund, guys. And of course, Barcelona has been having an incredible season so far in terms of competing. Dortmund has been up and down in terms of their performances, especially in the league. In the Bundesliga, they have been up and down. I would say in the Champions League, they've been pretty solid. But this Barca team in 2025 has been very, very good. I don't think they even lost a game yet, guys. So they've been really consistent. I feel like that, in terms of the injuries also for Dortmund, it's going to be hard, especially with Slaughterbeck not going to be there either. So definitely look out for that. I feel like that, you never know because Dortmund could upset Barcelona at any point. It's like Barcelona's greatest enemy is Barca. So I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time I feel like that Barcelona have too much firepower, and I think that they're going to get this win. And my prediction, guys, for this game is going to be Barcelona 4, Dortmund 1. Now it's Arsenal versus Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are the kings of Europe, guys, in this competition. But I feel like that Arsenal have been, in terms of up and down this season as well, second place. But I think they've been bottling the league in the Premier League. So I'm not really convinced. But also I'm not really convinced about this Real Madrid either. But we all know that this Real Madrid in the Champions League, they end up turning it on. I mean, their run of form has been a little bit of up and down, especially for Real Madrid, getting a loss against Valencia. And after that, Arsenal also dropping points as well against Everton. So I'm actually very optimistic about the first leg, guys. I feel like that Real Madrid will get over the line in 2 legs, but I feel like that Arsenal could put up a fight, especially at the Emirates. If they could get a good, because you need to kill like Real Madrid, I think, in order to really advance, right? Because you guys like Real Madrid needs to get smashed in order to, I think, get knocked out. So, but Arsenal, you never know. At the Emirates, they could do something crazy because of their run and form at the Emirates has been really solid. But I feel like Real Madrid, the players that they have, the individual qualities that they have with Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Bellingham, and Mbappe as well, they could do something special this season. As they should, because in my opinion, they have the best players. So, um, Real Madrid, I feel like will edge this one, but I'm gonna go with a surprise. For the first leg, I feel like that Arsenal could get a win, but you know what? I'm gonna stick with Real Madrid. And I'm gonna say that Real Madrid will win this game 2-1. Now it's Bayern versus Inter, guys. Now this is an interesting matchup, especially because Bayern have lost key players and also Inter's in terms of form. Especially tying against Parma at the weekend, they've definitely been concerning this season. In terms of the consistency, in terms of also not bottling it against these big teams like Bayern, and not just that, but also against the teams like Juve. I mean, they lost against us too with Motta. So um, I'm very, very curious about this Inter side. Of course, I don't really like Inter, but I have to say that they've been a pretty solid team this season, either way. But I feel like that Bayern, in terms of the heritage, Bayern have it. Inter at the moment, it's like against the big teams, they really haven't done well. So I'm kind of leaning towards more Bayern at this one, but I feel like that it's going to be a close match. I feel like that this could go either way too. It could go either way at this point. But I think the only way for Bayern to really, I think, win would be if they could hold out Inter to like penalties, or unless Company would get the lineup correctly in both matches. So it's definitely going to be a hard one, but I feel like that Bayern Munich could get the job done in penalties, or I feel like that, I'm going to go for crazy scoring. I'm going to say that Bayern Munich will, over the 2 legs, will get over the line and will um, win against Inter. So I'm going to say, for the first predictions, I'm going to say Bayern Munich will win 3-2 on aggregate in both legs. And then the first leg, of course, would be um, I would say I'm going to say 2-0 Bayern in the first leg, and then I'll say 2-1 in the second leg away, and Inter would win that game, but they'll end up crashing out of the Champions League. That's what I think. I think it will be a close game. If not, I hope it'll be like penalties. Bayern would win because that would be even sweeter, especially because I'm a Juve fan. But definitely would be interesting to see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this game too. It's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Now it's the last match of the quarterfinals, and Paris Saint-Germain versus Aston Villa. Paris Saint-Germain has been outstanding in terms of the way that they've transitioned from the beginning of the season, not doing very, very well in the Champions League, to now being one of the contenders for this season's Champions League. And I feel like that, adding a lot of these key players like Kvaratskhelia to this roster has given them a major boost in the attack. Dembele as well, been very impressive for them this season. Probably one of the most impressive players in terms of also possibly win the Ballon d'Or if they could go over the way, right? Especially with the numbers that he's been putting up as well. Dembele, I have to give him all the credit this season. He's been phenomenal for PSG. Barcola as well, another good player. And then all of a sudden, this other player as well, do it. Like, very, very impressed with that guy as well. He's very, very technical when it comes to the attack. I feel like that with this PSG side, they could do it. They could really go over the way, especially because they have the right manager, Luis Enrique, that has won the competition before. He's a UCO, winning manager. He knows how to get over the line. And I feel like that with this team as well, they're, PSG is playing more like of a team now. It's no longer like how it was before with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, with all these individual qualities. They're now working together as one. And I feel like that this PSG team, especially adding on with Kvara, and I think that they will get over the line against this game against Aston Villa, even though I actually rate Aston Villa very, very well, especially because they have a good quality manager as well. They have Unai Emery as won the Europa League as well, and that can, knows how to manage in these certain situations as well. And not just that, but Aston Villa have good players as well. Rashford, Asensio, Ali Watkins as well. Those are the guys I think are going to be the most threat for Aston Villa, especially in the both legs. But I think that the quality that PSG have, I think they're gonna eventually get over the line in this one, and I'm gonna say that Paris Saint-Germain will win 3-1 in this whole tie. I feel like that Paris Saint-Germain have been already proven that they could win in terms of these matches, especially against Liverpool. They knocked Liverpool out. That they were one of the favorites. So I think that PSG will win 3-1, guys. And yeah, man. That's all from me, everybody. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe on this video. And already, of course, guys, share the content as well. Push notifications for more, live streams, guys. You already know we do a lot of live streams, a lot of content as well. So be prepared for that. And yeah, guys, let's go. And I'll see you soon.